Good morning, this is Lindsay, and this is Peaceful Flow at 10 o'clock with Kingfisher Yoga. And I'll wait for some of you to get on, and as we do that, we'll just discuss some of the things I posted this morning for props. So, as you can see, good morning, whoever just joined there. This is Lindsay for 10 o'clock Peaceful Flow. So we have two pillows. You can just take those right off of your bed. Maybe a couch cushion, it just kind of depends on the shape and the comfort. I have some books, we're going to use those for our block. And we also have a blanket. And if I don't remember at the end of class to remind you to use that to cover up during Shavasana, that's what that one is for. You can also use it to roll up in place of a pillow if you don't have a pillow. That's one option. So yeah, I made a little note this morning about this concept of stillness, and I will be reading something I wrote for you all today. I tend to read a lot out of a book that Carla recommended for me, which I love, and I will continue to do that, and it generally lines right up with how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna start writing my own and sharing those with you. So again, just to review what's been going on for the week, we talked about cleansing and letting go and bringing in new. And then yesterday's theme was creativity. And now we're going to talk about this theme of stillness, like that still lake that's outside, an inner stillness. I'll be reading something to you later about that. And then the music today will be from guitarist Miles McConnell. So you'll hear some guitar in the background here. And moving forward, we'll be featuring different artists in our classes. So if you're an artist out there, please contact us. We would love to share your beautiful music with our yoga classes. It's a great inspiration for many, and so we'd like to continue to do that. Okay, so with that, I will have you clear your mat, except for the pillows and your block, the blocks I was going to say, but we're actually going to use this, these books as our block. So we're going to turn the pillows sideways, and some people actually like to cover them with a blanket, just so they're not falling. I'll give you that visual, and I may not actually use it. So if you need a minute or two to go gather your props, feel free to go do that. And then I will talk you into our first restorative pose this morning as we begin here. So, give me a thumbs up if you're all ready to go. Okay, so we're going to move the hips towards the back of the pillows and actually come onto the side. It's just kind of, if you need to pull them towards you, that helps too. And then the pillows are actually going to be holding up the side of the waist. So we're going to come all the way down on the side. And if this isn't comfortable for you, or if you need another pillow, go ahead and do that. And then bring the left arm forward and slide your books or blocks all the way in. And then you can just place the top hand on the pillows or to your side. If you need to adjust, go ahead. Maybe take a pillow or a book off to make the head be just the right height. And just settle in this pose to begin today. Let everything go. As your thoughts leave your mind and you've officially arrived on your mat, begin to notice your hip on the mat, your head on the block or books, and your arm on the mat. And once you're there, start to notice the sounds around you. I hear birds chirping. Feel the air touching your skin. Feel the sunshine rays coming in the window. Or a breeze, maybe your heater. And if your eyes are closed, just notice what you see behind the blackness of your eyelids. And if the tongue is at the roof of the mouth, go ahead and release it. Bring yourself into the present moment fully. Go ahead and stay there. Just gonna add something for you to listen to now that your thoughts are slowly leaving your body. And just let your body feel still in this pose. Give yourself this time of rest, rejuvenation, renewal. All the phases of the cycle are necessary. And yes, we have trains at my house. When you're ready, go ahead and press yourself up using that top hand into a seated pose. And you can either flip around to the other side or you can rearrange your mat. I will stay facing you. I'm just going to bring my pillows to the other side. And block. Just wait until that passes. Beauty of travel. Let your mind wander. Okay, and as you're ready, hi guys, Carla, hi Mom. Okay, and go ahead and set yourself up. So again, if you want to put your lower back towards the pillows just to feel where you are, and then just turn your hips, or turn your hips and then bring the pillows to you. And then you're gonna lean the side body over and extend the arm. And if Mom, if this is too much on your shoulder, go ahead and adjust to what feels good for you, maybe adding a blanket under the arm. And then bring the books up, just like blocks. And place the top hand on the side. Good. Or down here on the pillows. And again, let's go through that same process. I would like you to begin by settling in, noticing any thoughts that you have. You might have new ones on this side. Maybe you forgot to turn off the oven this morning, or put out the mail. Just acknowledge those and let them go. Once you're there, begin to feel your hip on the mat, your arm touching the mat, the head lying on books or block. Smell what you smell in the air around you. Maybe it's the rest of breakfast, maybe it's fresh air from outside. Maybe it's the remnants of the coffee aroma that lured you into the day. Whatever it is, just recognize it, honor it, love it for what it is. And again, remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Let it relax. And begin to notice your breath. Through the nose. And out through the mouth. One more in. And let it out through the mouth this time. Good. Bringing yourself to the present moment. And again, honoring the cycle. Rest, movement, relaxation, rest, repeat. All the phases of the cycle are necessary and good. And by honoring each one, it gives us the ability to move on to the next phase. This is a metaphor for life as well. Read up on Rudolf Steiner and you will find if you miss a phase in your life cycle, you have to go back and repeat till you learned or had the opportunity to have that experience. Letting the body release fully into the mat, being supported by the pillows and the books. And when the last thought has left your mind, and you feel completely empty and still inside, you can start wiggling the fingers and the toes. And we're going to rise up. You can go ahead and place your hand on the pillows or in front of you here closer to the elbow and press yourself up into a seated position. And as you do that, go ahead and remove the props from the mat. We are going to begin some gentle movements today. Let's come into extended child's pose. Bring the knees mat width apart, bring the toes together, and extend the arms out. Place the forehead on the mat. And just begin to let the hips slowly extend towards the heels. Gravity, time, patience, whatever it may be. Just to let go of everything that you brought with you here in your body. And we've done the mind, so now let's move on to releasing whatever we no longer need to hold on to. That's clenching or holding us back, tightening, preventing us from expansion. A couple more breaths here. And let's go ahead and raise the head. Place the palms firmly on the mat, paying attention to every finger pad, and putting pressure into the pointer finger and the thumb, tucking the toes, lifting the hips gently, not into a full down dog, but leaving those knees bent. Good. Inhale, bring it up, and release the knees. And just tap out the toes, bringing attention to the bottom of the body. Good, tuck the toes under again, lift the knees, and then come into that early down dog position. And bring the knees back to the mat. And release the toes and tap again, waking up the feet. Tuck again, lift the knees off the mat, engage the abdominals. Bring it to that mini downward facing dog. bring the knees back to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, raise the right arm up gently, and let's thread the needle. And extend the right arm out if you would like. Mom, feel free to make an adjustment here. Unless it feels good. And we'll do this again, so just take this as an easy one here, being really gentle with the back if it hasn't had much movement or flexibility yet this morning. Bring the palm back if it's not already there. Press into the left arm. Inhale the right arm up. And go ahead and place the hands on the mat. And instead of going directly into the other side, we're just going to extend the right leg out in front of us and bring it over to the left. Look at it and place the feet on the mat. And just raise it off the ground here and point and flex the foot a couple of times. Drop it back down and lift it and replace the knee. Inhale, look up, exhale, thread the needle, tuck the left hand under the right armpit, and if you'd like to extend that right arm, go ahead. Feel this in the lower back. If the hips are kind of going wonky doodle here, bring them back to center. One more big breath here. Good, easing into our practice. Replace the right hand. Press into it to look up and bring the left hand back to the mat for tabletop. Here, let's just extend that left leg out. Cross it over to the right. Look to the right and place it on the ground. Raise it up and point and flex the foot a few times here. Just to bring a little motion into the bottom half of the body again. Drop the foot down and look. And exhale, release, back to tabletop. Okay, let's do the second side here again of threading the needle and see the difference, how we feel. Raise the right arm up, thread the needle under. And here, if you're feeling compelled to do more, go ahead and extend the left arm out. And if you would like to extend the leg, I actually love doing this because once you lift that leg, it's so easy. It feels so free and light. And when you're ready, go ahead and replace the leg. Wait one more moment here to stretch out the back. Adjust the hips. Bring the left arm in. Press the weight into it. Inhale, look up. And down. Extend the right leg out again. Cross it over. Look at it. Drop the toes. And this time when you bring them up, go ahead and make circles with the ankle. Just acknowledging the feet. Good. Place it back down. And release the leg. Inhale, left arm up. And thread the needle through. Extend the right arm. And if you would like to extend the right leg. Release the leg. A couple more breaths here, stretching the upper back. And bring that right palm underneath right shoulder. Inhale up, replace the left hand, extend the left leg out, flex the foot, bring it over to the right and place it on the floor. And inhale, lift and circle the ankle here, both directions, waking up that left foot, place it back on the ground and bring it back to table. Bring the hips to the heels, into child's pose. Or if you'd like to bring the hands to the heels. Take a few cleansing breaths here. Good. And arms out if they aren't already. Place the forearms on the mat. Bring the chest forward and come into a forearm plank. And hold it there, or go ahead and drop the hips. Untuck the toes and open the chest. Place the forehead on the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Roll the shoulders up into baby cobra. We're going to just keep this as a fluid motion. Inhale, bring it up. Waking up the back and the chest, shoulders. A few more times here, really trying to use the back body to lift you. Go ahead and draw the legs together. Bring the hands behind you. You want to tuck them together. Go ahead and roll the shoulders back. Zip up the legs. Draw everything to the center line of the body. And on the next inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Your beautiful bow and arrow. And release. Everything to the mat. Go ahead and place the left cheek on the mat. Look to the right. And back to center. Zip up the legs. Roll the shoulders. Clasp the hands the opposite direction. Yes, we're going to use the brain today. And inhale, let everything out. And next inhale, raise up. Use the strength of the back, engaging the legs. Hold it there for 2, 3, 4. Inhale, one more. And release. Bring everything down and look to your left. Go ahead and stay here for one more moment. And place the hands under the shoulders. Press up to a tabletop. We're going to open up that spine here with some cats and cows. Go ahead and tuck the chin under. Exhale, arch. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, arch. The spine for cat. Inhale, drop the belly for cow. A few more times. Think of a seesaw here. Moving. And really not stopping. Seesaw is the app we're using for school. So we're like teeter-totter. Do-do-do. Back and forth. Good, and come back to center. And let's go ahead and raise that right arm up and bring it down. Continue the fluid motion with the left arm. And replace it, right leg out. And left leg out. Keep the motion going here, right arm. Bring it down, left arm, and right leg, and left leg. Replace opposite, right arm, left leg, and down, left arm, right leg. We're gonna do that 10 times. Bring right arm, left leg out, and release, and left arm, right leg. 3, 4, waking up the back, 5, 6, you should feel this now. 7. And almost done here. 8. And one more each side. 9. And 10. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Exhale. And walk the feet out here. Really paying attention to the few movements you've already done to wake up the feet. They should be at alert. At attention for you. To help you through your practice today. And with that, you can go ahead and walk the feet up, or you can jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out here and just walk the hands up the legs. Touching the legs, acknowledging every part of the body, and continue the walk up the side body, cross at the shoulders, and just stay here. This is how I woke up this morning. Give yourself a great big hug. So we're going to inhale the arms out and then cross. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, open. exhale. Last time here, inhale, open. And exhale, release the hands, Tadasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or jump to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. This time I want you to walk or step the feet up into a squat. Placing the feet outside the hands, drop the hips, and go ahead and put pressure into the hands. We're going to do a little movement here. So we're going to turn the toes in and lift the hips, place the hands on the mat, tuck the head. And then put the weight in the balls of the feet, bring the heels in, come back into your squat. Again, hands on the mat, lift the hips, press up, exhale, and press the hips up again. Just waking up the hips. We've done that with the feet. Now it's time to bring it from either end of the body. One more time, lifting the hips. And draw the hips down, open, and up here. Go ahead and bring the feet hip to fist width distance apart, or hip width distance. And either grab the elbows and drop the head, or go ahead and place the hands underneath the feet. Go ahead and release the hands and roll all the way up. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back into Chaturanga, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And step or jump the feet up to meet the hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Roll all the way up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms down. Here we're just going to step the right foot back. And we're going to set up for warrior one. Theme of the week, okay? Placing weight in the feet. Really focusing on lifting the toes and replacing the toes in the mat. And heel to heel alignment here. Go ahead and bring the hips forward. Be very gentle with your lower back here. Draw the abdominals in. And create a good foundation here so you can blossom up like a flower with the upper body. Torso is your stem. Hands, hair, and face are shining forward like that flower blossoming out. See the sunshine. Very good. Go ahead and bring the hands into prayer and place them back to the mat. And bring the right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift. Release, roll everything up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale back to Tadasana. Okay, let's set up on the right side here. Bringing the left foot back, heel to heel alignment. Back foot 45 degrees. Bring those hips forward once the feet are firm on the mat. So lift the toes, place them on the mat. Lift the toes, place them on the mat. Wiggle them side to side. Make sure that foundation is very strong. Bring strength into the legs. Draw the inner thighs in. By doing that, your hips will automatically just go forward. So there you have the crux of the matter here. Big, strong foundation on the bottom. Twist the hips forward and bring length into the torso, letting the arms and face shine up to the sun. Very good. Draw the rib cage in if it's flying open. Remembering that strength in the back that we worked on before, and not falling into the back arch. You'll be sacrificing your back knee. Bring the weight into the back side of the back foot, and hips forward again. And with all those cues, try to smile. Here I am, standing strong, shining towards the sun. Bring the hands back into prayer. Step the left foot forward, and just release the hands to the mat this time. Step the feet back into plank and just hold here for a moment. And we're just going to take that same motion we did when we were on hands and knees, just by lifting the right foot up and looking over to the left. Don't drop it to the ground, you probably can't. Back to center, and left foot up, bring it to the right, look at it, and back to center. Stay there. Lift the right leg off the mat. Circle the ankle out. Replace the foot. Lift the left foot off the mat. Circle the ankle out. Replace. Good job. Bring the entire body all the way down to the mat. Roll the shoulders up for baby cobra. See how much easier it is on your back. And release, right cheek down to the mat. Exhale everything out. Very good. Place the hands below the shoulders. Bring the forehead up. Roll the shoulders back again into baby cobra. And we're going to play with using the back strength only here. And lifting one or both hands off the mat. And replacing. Again, lifting. Replace. Last time here, lift up. And release everything. Right cheek, hands behind you. You might be fatiguing a bit here, so just be thankful that you have a body that works and has the opportunity to get tired. That can feel good. Okay, zip up those legs, bring the forehead forward, the chin to the mat, roll the shoulders back, clasp the hands the easy way, and bring the back up. Let the heart shine forward. One more breath, and release all the way down. Right cheek on the mat, release everything. Big exhale out. And one more here, inhale in. Draw all the goodness in, and release it out. Chin to the front, zip up the legs, point the toes, clasp the hands the silly way, whatever that is for you. Roll the shoulders back and raise everything up. I want you to hold here for 2, 3, 4, and raise a little higher using the strength of the back. You can do it a little bit more. Lift the toes up, 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 and release everything down. Right cheek on the mat, let go. Great work. Good. And go ahead and place the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale up. Bring the hips to downward facing dog. And slowly walk the heel all the way up to the hands. Bring that center line energy in like we just used and shoot the hands up. Release the hips down into your chair pose. Very good. And here, remember, continue to keep that integrity of the abdominal area and then let the upper body shine forward. You can use the same thought process here with the feet. So lift the toes, replace them. And then the heels just a teensy-weensy, replace them, and then do the same thing again with the toes. Remembering that there's a knuckle under all 5 toes and not letting the arches fall in. Again, lift the arches in, and as you do that, the inner thighs should really engage here, which automatically turns on the abdominals. And exhale it out. Very good. Step the right foot back into warrior 2 this time. So everyone does it a little differently, but let's do heel to arch alignment. Knee over the ankle. Extend the arms out, and you can look to the side. If your neck's okay with it, go ahead and look forward. My neck is usually not quite there. And feel the strength of your legs. Also feel the side body here. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale back to warrior 2. Reverse again. We're going to do that 3 times. One more time. In your reverse, try not to sink so much into that right side body. Try to extend up and out again. By building that foundation, we're going to bring the whole torso up and out. And as we do that, our reverse warrior will be that much more beautiful and expansive. Back to center. Bring the left arm down into side angle. And if you want to go ahead and do a bind, you're welcome to. It might be a little early in the day for that inner thigh to be ready for it. Inhale back to warrior 2. Rotate up to high lunge. Bring the feet together and exhale it out. From here, we're going to continue to put all the weight into that left side body, raising the right knee up. And just raise it up and down a few times. Again, if you need to adjust the left foot to create that firm foundation, go ahead. And just use that seesaw motion again, lifting and lowering, swinging it around. Good. And as Carla says, draw the knee out. You can go ahead and place the foot wherever it may fall. For me, it happens to be on my calf today. If you want to adjust it, go ahead. Go ahead and bring the hands into prayer. I want you to know that you cannot be shaken. Release the right foot down. Okay, let's bring all the weight into the right side. Step that left foot back. We're just going to pay attention here to the feet. Heel to arch alignment. Adjust the feet, creating a firm foundation. Bring a 90-degree angle into the front leg. And go ahead and extend the arms out into warrior two. Again, if the head wants to be moving one direction or the other, whatever feels good on the neck. And let's do the 3 reverse warriors. Inhale back, and exhale forward. Inhale, bring it up. Good. And the last time here, let's go ahead and really think about lengthening through the torso. Bring it up, 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 up. Look how much more expansive the pose became. And back to warrior two. Down to side angle. And again, energy coming up and out those fingertips. Feel that. Feels amazing. And if you want to do the bind, go ahead. I'm going to choose not to right now. And inhale back to warrior two. Rotate all the way into high lunge. Step the feet together. And immediately remember that we have really created that foundation on the right side. So keep with that. Keep that foundation, bring all the way into the right side and just seesaw the left foot back and forth. Remembering that when you have that firm foundation in the right side, woo, anything can happen over here and you will not be shaken. So let's go ahead and bring the knee up again and then bring it out to the side. This is the left side here. And then go ahead and place the foot where it falls. For me, it's a little higher on this side. And if it's over the knee, just be gentle with it. Or go ahead and grab it if you need to move it. Place the hands together in prayer, creating from the foundation a lift through the torso, through the hip flexor, up and out the arms. If you want to, shine for the sunshine. Let it nourish you and make your flower that much more beautiful. Or your tree, because we're in a tree. And bring the palms back to center. Replace the left foot. And let's go ahead and bring the hands all the way to the mat. Step her back, jump back into your chaturanga. Inhale up to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now I want you to bring the knees to the mat here. We're going to go back to that motion of the cat and cow spine and the seesaw idea. So we're going to tuck the knee in and arch the spine, and then lift up and bring the foot up. And just play with that again. Seesaw in and out. Waking up the spine in and out. One more time here. In and out. Release. And left knee in. Tuck it in. In, up. And bring it up. Arch that spine. Last time here. Release. Open the knees. Bring the toes together. Rest in extended child's pose here. Just for a moment in center, because we are going to slowly bring the fingers to the right, stretching that left side body. And back to center. And bring the fingers to the left, stretching the right side body. And back to center. And just hold this for a moment and relax. And stay right here. Good. And let's go ahead and lift up, bring the hands up, walk the knees in, extend the legs out in front of you. So it'll be the beginning like a half staff. So the legs will be out. Let's just go ahead and flex the toes and draw that right knee in. And just hold there for a moment. From here, I want you to feel the hips on the mat and open the chest. And just release. Cat spine. Inhale up. And again, release it down. Last time up, shining that heart forward. And release. Good. Your spine should be happy at this point. So let's encourage it to twist by crossing the left foot over the left knee, placing it on the mat, keeping that bottom foot flexed, hugging it with the left hand, inhaling the right arm up, placing the fingertips behind you, continuing to keep the integrity of the lower back strong, creating freedom from stability. Inhale and then exhale, draw the knee in, twist a little bit deeper, or not. If this is enough, that's good. And release, and let's go ahead and counter twist here to the left. Releasing the right leg out. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and flex the knees out, remembering that center line energy right down the legs. Bring the feet together. Inhale the arms up, shining the heart forward. And exhale them down. And then this time, let's inhale those arms up, imagining a huge flower coming out of the hands, bringing it forward, and then placing it in the vase that is your feet. Go ahead and place it there, either holding it or you can release the hands. Release the head down. You can place the forearms at the mat or just at the tops of the toes. Whatever feels best to your back now. And then inhale up and look at that flower. Oh, thanking yourself for making something beautiful for you to see. Bring the hands back up and go ahead and bring that left foot in, placing the foot on the mat. And let's continue that motion. Inhaling, opening the chest, exhale, rounding forward. Keeping the motion going with the breath, fluidity, water, flow. Peaceful flow, okay? Last time here. And on the next inhale and exhale, go ahead and cross the foot over, left foot over the right knee. Bring the right arm around, hugging the left knee. Inhale that left arm up. And again, right here with the arms up, that's when you create that integrity in that base in the lower spine. Inhale all the way up, letting it shine, bringing it behind you, tenting the fingers behind you on the mat. And this may be enough for you here. And you can just think energetically about as you inhale and exhale, twisting slightly deeper, but not from the upper back, beginning low. And the upper back will follow. Good, and release. Counter twist over to the right. And go ahead and release the left leg. Again, inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale them down. And inhale them up. This time you don't have a flower because you already planted it. It's boom, right there in that vase. Grab the feet, place the hands on the mat, forearms on the mat, and let the head release. And then walk those hands all the way back up. And if you need to scoot the hips forward, go ahead depending on the length of your mat. And just roll all the way down onto your back. Let's go ahead and draw the knees in. Bring the feet mat width distance apart. Let the knees fall in and just let the lower back release. It worked hard for you today, so just let it go. And bring the feet in. Go ahead and draw the knees in for a great big hug. And flex the feet up. And just flutter kick the feet here. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. waking up those calves and shins, feeling that you can actually feel movement in the quadricep here. And then just bounce them. Just a little bit. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Good. And release the legs all the way out. Thank you, Keith Gordon. This is some from one of your classes. And we're just keep that same kind of flapping motion with the feet. And as we do this, as you're kicking the feet back and forth, you're going to feel this in the lower back. And then notice the back of the head and the tailbone on the mat. And then just keep that bouncing motion. You might feel like you're kind of like boingy, 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 boingy. But as you do this, and put some effort into it here, feel the loosening of the belly, like you're shaking up a water bottle. Feel the buoyancy in that lower back. And then feel the lower side of your neck, the side closest to the mat, the back of your neck. Begin to relax. Maybe it's actually having fun for once. Because your whole head is not full of all those thoughts. It doesn't have to work so hard to hold everything up. Just let it go. Continue the bounce. And enjoy this. You should also feel the contact between the shoulder blades. Continue to keep the bounce going. To the beat of the music. Good. And then just bring it to a stop. And let your body catch up. Feel the feeling of your eyes behind the eyelids. And the buzzing in your fingers, fingertips and toe tips. Throughout your forehead and your shoulders. And that glittery like feeling in your belly. And in the shins and the quadriceps. And that bowling ball like thud in the bottom of the heels. And the buoyancy in the tailbone and the back of the head. And just let your body catch up still. Good, and on an inhale, go ahead and roll over to the right side body. And make your way up to a seated position. And for our final pose, we're going to end in a restorative child's pose. So go ahead and grab your pillows and bring them in front of you. And you can go ahead and open the knees and take your time getting yourself set up. Bring the tips of the toes together, place the hips on the heels, and then just draw those pillows or rolled up blanket, whatever you have. If you want something higher, go ahead and bring something a little bit higher here. 2 pillows might not be enough. And then once your pillows are where you'd like them to be, go ahead and bring the chest onto them and then place the forearms on the mat and then let the upper body release. And that may mean going and bringing the left cheek to the pillows. It can also mean hugging the pillows, if that feels good. Just make sure you have enough support through the torso. And think of the props not as a crutch, but as aiding you in the success of your pose. You can fully relax into it. And gain the restoration that you need to rejuvenate you and prepare you for your day. Remember that feeling of how good it feels when you actually sleep well and wake up rejuvenated. And in this moment, just enjoy that feeling of, oh, my bed is so comfortable, I don't want to get out of it. Just let your body sink into the pose and be held. Stay there. Couple more breaths on this side, and if you want to go ahead and switch your cheek to the other side, you're welcome to. As you stay in this pose, feel the lower back. Finally, think about releasing. It's just considering the offer. And once it considers it, it might actually start enjoying it. When you're ready, or if you're not, you can stay in this pose, or you can start removing yourself all the way down into the belly. As you lie here and enjoy this restorative pose, I want you to think about this concept. What does stillness mean to you? Is it an inner calm when the winds of life blow through? Is it a quiet lake when the thunder comes rolling in? For me, stillness is that deep sense of not being shaken, no matter what life throws our way. Some people say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I say, when the winds of change come your way, do you know who you really are? Do you know what really matters to you? If you get this down very clear, then nothing can stop you and nothing can shake you. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I really want? What is it that really matters to me? You may be quite surprised at what you discover. They say that the world is your oyster, but I say that there's a divine odyssey within. Once you discover that and find stillness within it, then you can enter the world with that stillness and enjoy the full oyster. The divine odyssey you have discovered within will not only guide you, surpass any winds of change, but it will let your true light shine for the world to see. So regardless of where you are on your mat, you can begin to bring some movement into the body if you're on the belly or in the restorative extended child's pose. Go ahead and just bring some movement into the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. And roll onto one side of the body or in any way you need. Eventually waking up the body with some movement. And then either lying here or coming up to a seated position, whatever you feel like. Kind of feel like just laying down now. That was very relaxing. If you're sitting, you can go ahead and bring some movement by rubbing your hands together. And then just inhale the arms all the way out. And cross them over and give yourself a great big hug, tucking everything in. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, cross them in the opposite direction, giving yourself that great big hug. Last inhale out, extending what you have to give to the world. And go ahead and bring the palms together. We'll unclasp by saying namaste. Let's bow our heads together. Namaste. And I want you to think about that divine odyssey within. You might have to go really far in. It might be very far down, many levels under some caves, but it's probably beautiful, like the underworld, like Little Mermaid's underworld. And once you find that and the stillness within it, take it, know it, and then step out into the world from that place of stillness, that place of not being shaken. That might mean the strength on your mat, will give you the stability and confidence to blossom, or it might mean that you just bring that stillness and quietness that you have within you to share with others, because they might need it too. Thank you so much for being here today. Looking forward to share the love of movement with you all. There are many classes on Kingfisher's site, so please take advantage of all of those. We'd love to have you. Some amazing teachers out there. Hello, Irene. Happy belated birthday. Thanks for joining us today. And thank you all. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Carla. Bye. Have a great day.